Now, what powers the golf swing? Now, the golf swing is not a power move. It's not like trying to hit a sledgehammer against a wall, nor is it like trying to throw a punch where you put all your weight and power behind one move. The golf swing is a whipping motion. You have to whip the club to get it up to that speed. So what powers a whip? Well, it's your arm, because that's at the far end of the whipping motion. The energy moves from your arm all the way down through the whip till it gets to the tip, which is the smallest piece. Also remember, energy in an angular momentum system moves from the piece with the most mass, which again is your arm, down to the part with the least mass, which is the tip. So it's your arm by itself that drives the whip so fast that it can move the tip faster than the speed of sound. So if your arm powers the kinetic chain in a whip, what powers the kinetic chain in a golf swing? It's your trunk. The first move you make is you turn your trunk in a golf swing. You turn your body. That's the end of the kinetic chain. You make that turn, then the power is transferred to your arms, and then the power is transferred down to the club and the head, then it's transferred to the toe, and it pulls you through. That's the kinetic golf chain. Your trunk, your body turn, is at the very end of the kinetic chain. It's also the part that has the most mass. So its energy is quickly transferred down the kinetic chain to the part with the least mass at the end of the kinetic chain, which is actually the toe of the club. Not the club head, but the toe. Now, any moves you make along the way to try to help that club head along is actually breaking the kinetic chain and getting in the way of the energy transfer. So any movement you make along the way, active hands, active arms in the golf swing, just breaks the kinetic chain, just gets in the way of the movement. The power comes from your core. It comes from the turning of your core. It does not come from your arms. Any arm movement, anything you're doing with your arms, you're just getting in the way. You cannot swing your hands 100 miles an hour. The only way to get that thing up to 100 miles an hour is to use the kinetic chain, use that whipping motion, and turn and let it work its way down the kinetic chain.